The restaurant industry is one of the most difficult industries right now. The reason why is that competition is just getting a lot more fierce and the cost of goods is just rising. Keeping customers coming back has been more difficult than before. The reason why is a lot of restaurant owners are not able to understand the marketing framework that helps them get to the other side where the smart and big players are playing in. And this is where I'm about to show you guys today the total framework that you need to understand for your own restaurant in order to implement and succeed. Now, majority of restaurants are stuck between the 0 to 7% profit margins, not able to cash out by the end of the year. Now, my objective in the end of this video, you're able to understand the total marketing framework that you can implement within your restaurant. Before we hop into a computer, I really want to thank you guys for taking your time and attention, your most valuable asset. Now, let's head over to the computer and actually get right into it. All right, guys, we're just getting right into it here. Now, before we get started, I really wanted to do an introduction about myself. I was a previous restaurant owner, and then I closed the restaurant because of poor marketing. Now I'm actually worked with a restaurant for over 4 years and helped it scale to $4 million plus in total sales. Now I'm helping other restaurants around Canada and US to scale to higher levels than before. Now, getting into it here is that the marketing framework starts with two types of marketing. Now you have your social media, organic, and then you have your paid advertisement, which is your sponsored, advertisement that it's more like a digital billboard that you can show people when you're paying the money behind it. Now we're gonna get into the social media before we get into the digital marketing side of things. Now, there is four main, I would say, platforms right now that a lot of restaurants are advertising, or they're posting reels and photos of their food and their restaurant. Now, Facebook and Instagram has been the hub of majority of restaurants. Instagram being a little bit more of notch up in terms of getting the exposure for your restaurant. TikTok now is the new player. It's getting a lot of traction. There's more videos going viral with it. But however, there's an issue that we're beginning to address soon. And then you have Google My Business, with people actually not taking that in account, because that is almost another hub of your digital presence when you say about a restaurant. Now, going into the organic social media. So with it, you're going to require to actually upload a lot of videos and photos in order for you guys to actually start getting more attraction from that. The only two issues you have here is that you're never able to track the ROI on an investment. Now, if you hire an agency that's doing only organic social media, the only issue is that they're not able to tell you guys, hey, you guys invested $3,000 in your social media, and you returned on and the return on investment is this much. You can only feel it maybe once a post is done or something like that, and then everything goes back to normal. And you can only see and track likes and follows. However, likes and follows is not money in the bank, and that's why we're in business here for, right? So another issue is that it's global in nature. That means that once a video goes viral, let's just say TikTok now, the organic reach is insane, and a lot of people are getting a lot of tons of views on it. However, that since it's global in nature, majority of restaurants are one restaurant. It's one brick and mortar store that they have, and their customers roughly are around 10 kilometers or 10 miles a radius around their restaurant. So when people are seeing it across the world, it's no benefit to you. It just views that you're taking into the bank, and that's no good, right? And that's the issue with organic social media. This is where a lot of restaurants I see focus their energy and time in order for them to scale their business. And that's something, an issue that we're going to be addressing later on. So here, under Google My Business, this is where you should be taking more, I would say, attention to, and from this organic social media into organic search, right? So a lot of people actually don't even post on Google, and that's a mistake because you want to increase your SEO, search engine optimization, right? By posting more frequently. And people, Google likes that, so it ranks you higher when people are searching for like Italian restaurants near me, taco near me, or pizza near me, right? So this is somewhere where you want to start posting, other than Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Another thing here is that also is reviews is more, it's also a critical part on organic search. So if I'm searching for a restaurant like pizza near me and I see them having 3 stars, I won't order from there. Versus if I go into another pizza store and they have 4.5 stars with 3,000 reviews, I'll most likely order from them just because they have better reviews. And with that, also the higher reviews, you'll get rewarded in the Google search engines, and you rank higher, and you'll be in that 3-pack once you search for pizzas near me. Now with that, also requires like a website, phone to be more useful, because people usually go to Google and search restaurants, and then they like to explore a couple of more things and stuff like that. Also, I want to give you guys a pro tip. You want to be updating your photos more frequently on Google My Business. If you go to your dashboard, you will see like a performance one, and then you also have your photos. Upload photos there more frequently, because this is your main landing page. When people are hungry, they're going to Google and searching you up. So you want to have the best first look for when people are actually looking at your profile. Now, really good thing about this is that you can actually track phone calls, with the volume of phone calls. You can track the search volume, search terms that people find you with, so you can actually optimize for that. And this is why I believe that this side of the organic side is way more valuable than organic social media. So take more care about your Google My Business. This is the first tip you guys should start taking seriously and start implementing it right away, because you should right away, I would say you could see 7% increase in sales just by optimizing your Google My Business. Now, going into the digital side of things, this is where you put money behind your posts. You're putting in dollars. Like I look at it as an investment towards a post where you can get money back. So let's get into it. So there's many places you can start advertising, which is Facebook, Instagram, TikToks, Google, and then you have email and SMS, which is your direct. We'll get into that. So with these platforms, these are paid platforms that you can be. You have Google Ads and Meta Ads that you can be running. The really good thing about these ones is that once you're putting money behind it, you can actually specifically target the area you want people to see that ad, right? And this is something that organic does not have. You cannot specify the region or the place. I guess now, starting just now, Instagram started including this feature where you can actually put in the city, and then from there, if it dies off, it will start showing it other sides of the world. But mainly, this is more targeted towards your restaurant and the radius around it. Now, the other good thing about it is it can be tracked. You can track, if you do it the proper way, you can track your return on investment towards it. That means if you're putting X dollars and you're getting, double X that amount, that means you're doubling your money, right? And then you can put more money in and pour more money in more confidently with knowing that you're going to get more of an investment back. Now, a really good thing about this also is that you're collecting data through the Meta Pixel, Google Pixel, and this way you can actually start showing up again in front of people, reminding them to come back. And this is where the big players, smart players, are actually working towards, because you want to be in top of mind when a customer is looking to eat. So they can either Google if they just seen a post maybe in the afternoon about you, they will come in and actually visit you again. Now, with that, also you can start collecting data like phone numbers, emails, birth dates, in order for you to communicate with your customers. And this is where it goes, and it goes a step ahead, because you start building your biggest asset that I believe in, which is data, personal data collection. So once you actually have personal data collection, you can start communicating with your customers like directly with them, right? So we can send emails, SMS messages. And I really truly believe once you reach 10,000 contacts, you become a successful restaurant, and your value when you're selling your restaurant becomes more higher, and you can tell that to your investors who are buying your restaurant. Let me explain. Now, emails have 0.5% to 3% open conversion rate. So that means if you sent out 10,000 emails, you will have between I think 50 customers to 300 customers walking into your door. And that's powerful just by sending one email. And this is why email marketing is still effective when you have big databases. Now, SMS is more costly. Email is basically free. And then the SMS is a little bit more costly. They charge you, I think, around 8 cents a message, or even less than that, depending on the provider. And that one has way more higher effect. It sees almost 90% open rate and sees more of 10% conversion rate. So you can imagine 10,000 people, 10,000 at the SMS, and then you get 1,000 people in. It's worth it. It's really worth spending that money on SMS. Now, why do we do all of this? Now, we have our sales channels. Our sales channels is basically you have your POS system, your reservation system, you have your third-party Uber, Skip, Postmate, DoorDash, you have your own online ordering system, you have your catering, you have your event booking. These are where we collect the money. Now, with paid advertisement, we can directly lead them into exactly what we want, right? We can tell them, hey, this is a straight ad on catering. This is a straight ad on coming in to dine in. And then organic is more like, hey, hit or miss. We don't know. They might go and interested in our catering, and then we can't track it, right? But with paid advertisement, we're able to actually have that ability to track. Now, again, this is where restaurants focus on organic, but not paid advertisement. And you need both worlds in order to have a complete marketing system in order to drive that. The only thing with paid advertisement is that you're able to see the results, right? You're able to see the results. And what's really good about paid advertisement, since you're collecting the data, you can email blast about your promotions and catering, or you can tell them about your catering, because they're already your customers and you're already collecting data. So you can use that in order to educate your customers regarding your offer, your services, right? So like I really highlighted catering here. The reason why is because you can actually increase the sales on your catering by just simply retargeting the people who were already interested in your restaurant. So for instance, if people ordered online, right, and you captured their email and phone number, you can upload this data into Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, in order to actually show them an advertisement regarding your catering services. And then you have more chances of them ordering for you because they're already your customers and they already probably like your food if you actually gave them a good service. So it becomes easier for you guys. We call them warmer leads because they already know your restaurant, your establishment. They're more confident to order from you. And this is why paid advertisement, it becomes more of the proper way of marketing a restaurant, because we're looking for sales and not looking for views, likes, or whatever it is, shares or comments. This is not what drives revenue. At the end of the day, we need to be profitable. We need to stay above waters. We need to be at the 10% to the 18% profit margins. So with that, you can either with the POS system for advertisement, you can actually give them just like a free dessert or free appetizer to drag them into your restaurant and let them try your food for the first time. And then you can retarget them with ads to remind them to come back. And you can do the same thing with the reservations, with your online ordering, to order online, to do this. And overall, you become having a complete system of organic. So if people like, to go on social media and find out restaurants, you're there. And if they are not even thinking about you, you pop up with an offer and they try you out. And now you can actually retarget them again to come back. So this is the overall strategy in order for you guys to actually understand and implement within your restaurant, in order for you guys to actually take off and start being above, that 10%, guys. You need to start being above 10%, because otherwise you just have your restaurant and you're just slaving away inside the walls. So this is about it for this video. If you guys want to go in more details, let me know in the comments, and I can go into a specific maybe advertisement. I can show you guys step by step in order how to implement it for your own self in your restaurant, in order to start seeing more revenue increases within these advertisement services. All right, thank you guys very much. We'll see you guys on another day. No.